Hi everyone, it's Kat, and I have a really quick and easy process video to share with you today. I have these two photos of my son when he was just a little baby. This is Justin, and he was in his walker in one of them, and then on the other one he's laying on his tummy on one of those blankets that has fun stuff on it, you know. And I'm going to be using some scraps from all my little boy collections that I've collected over the years. And I just have a bunch of scraps and I keep them all together. I'm going to use this yellow piece of cardstock as my background, and then I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So I've decided to start out with these two layers, and I really like the way that the clouds look on that diamond shaped paper, but I need something else like to transition it between the yellow and the diamond paper. So I've got some turquoise or aqua paper that I'm going to use at the top and the bottom, and then I wanted to map my photos because they're odd sizes, and I cut them down because they're really old pictures. They're from 1993 or 1992 or 1993. So I'm going to mat them on some white cardstock just to make them look a little more uniform. And I'm over at my trimmer right now. When I kind of disappear over to the right side of the screen, it means I'm cutting something with my trimmer because it's too big to move. But I really like it. It's the Caterpillar Pro, and I just got it not too long ago, and I really, really love it. So I've decided to use some photo corners, and I've got some white ones here, and I'm just going to put one on each of the corners of the photo, or both photos, after I glue them down. I know you don't have to glue them down when you use photo corners, but I just like to do both because I hate when pictures fall off. I hate when anything falls off my scrapbook pages. I love looking back at these pictures. It's so hard to believe he's 22 years old now. And it just seems like, I swear it seems like just yesterday he was this little. And he loved that walker because we had a wall of mirrors. Like the whole wall was just mirrored. And he used to walk in his walker in front of the mirror and just stare at himself and make faces at himself or laugh at himself or whatever. It was so funny. I have like hours of video of this kid doing that. He was a sweet kid. So I'm using my T-square ruler just to line up the paper to make sure that I got those two teal pieces or aqua pieces of paper even. And I'm not real worried about everything being even schmeven. That's my new phrase, I guess. I just didn't want it to look too awkward, you know what I mean? So now I've got my layers glued down, and I can start looking towards embellishments. So I cut some banners and some little things with dies that I have because these scraps don't have any embellishments. And I hate when I don't have matching embellishments. So I just used a couple of dies and made some rosettes and some banners, and I used my punches and just tried to punch out some stuff that I could use on the page. And it's hard to come up with little boy embellishments even with punches and dies, but I just do the best that I can. That's why I find it so much more enjoyable using kits, because you have embellishments that you know match. So yeah, that paper wasn't going to work. I don't even know why I tried that. That would have been funky looking. So I'm just looking through my papers to see if there's anything else that I can use. And I'm going to go ahead and put my title down. So my title is going to be On the Go, because he was such a busy little baby. And now that he's in his walker, or at the time, he was on the go all the time. And the funny thing is, he used to go backwards in his walker. He could never go forwards, but he just went backwards everywhere he went. And he crawled backwards too. I always thought that was funny. So I've got these two little stickers that say Little Tyke, and I'm going to put those down on the bottom right corner. And then I'm going to glue that partial banner up at the top, and I cut that out of the cloud paper so it kind of matches. And now I've got some mist. I've got the Delusions white mist. I think it's called White Linen. And then I have Heidi Swap, the navy blue. And I'm just going to splatter diagonally from the top right to the bottom left. And then I'm going to put the date, which I believe was February of '93, if I remember correctly. Yep. At least that's when the photos were developed. That's the date on the back of the photos. So I decided, I've had these buttons sitting on my desk for, I don't know, a couple years. They've been floating around my craft room for a couple years. And I put them on my desk so that I would make myself use them. And so I decided to use some of them on this layout. So I'm just going to use those 3 down at the bottom, and I'm going to hot glue them on. And I like the way buttons look when you put string through them, but I don't have a needle, so I just don't bother. I just hot glue them. Or sometimes I use glue dots. So I put that little geotag with a heart down there on the bottom right. And I just wrote his name and where we lived, which was Orlando, Florida. And I thought I was going to use some enamel dots, but I decided not to. But I did find a couple of stickers from some sticker sheets that I have. And I'm just going to place those around the page. The one that I just stuck down says "Go for it." Here's a close-up. And thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time. Bye.